There is a specific hollow sensation that settles in the stomach at 7:30 in the morning. It is not quite fatigue, although your body is tired. It is not quite boredom, although your mind is numb. It is the suspension of existence known as the commute. Whether you are pressed against the glass of a subway car, surrounded by the collective heat of strangers, or trapped in the isolation of a car on a gridlocked highway, the feeling is the same. You are in transit. You are currently occupying a space that is defined solely by where it is not. You are not at home, where you are a person. You are not yet at work, where you are a function. You are in the in-between. Society tells us that this unhappiness is a resource management problem. We are told that the commute is wasted time that must be reclaimed. The productivity gurus, the modern-day priests of capitalism, tell you to listen to audiobooks, to learn a language, to meditate, to optimize this gap. But this advice is a narcotic. It is a false solution. Trying to be productive during your commute is like trying to decorate a prison cell while you are walking to the gallows. The unhappiness you feel is not because you aren't doing enough. It is because the act of commuting forces you to confront a terrifying reality about your lack of autonomy. The thesis of this video is simple but uncomfortable. The commute makes you unhappy not because it is boring, but because it is the clearest, most undeniable physical manifestation of your lack of freedom. It is the time when you are reduced to cargo. Let us dissect this feeling using the scalpel of Arthur Schopenhauer. Schopenhauer, the great German pessimist, argued that life swings like a pendulum, backward and forward between pain and boredom. We feel pain when we lack something, and we feel boredom the moment we possess it. The commute sits in a unique, agonizing position on this pendulum. It is a purgatory. It possesses the pain of obligation. You have to be there, combined with the boredom of inactivity. You are exerting effort to move, yet you are going nowhere that your soul desires to go. Furthermore, we must look at the concept of the non-place. The anthropologist Marc Augé coined this term to describe spaces of transience: airports, subways, highways. In a non-place, you possess no identity. You are not a father, a writer, or a lover. You are a passenger. You are a ticket number. You are an obstacle to the person standing behind you. This depersonalization triggers a deep primal rejection. Humans are evolved to move with purpose, to hunt, to gather, to explore. But in the modern commute, we are subjected to passive movement. We are moved by something else. This creates a psychological friction called cognitive dissonance. You tell yourself, I am a free individual. I choose my life. But your reality says, I am sitting in a metal box for 2 hours because I must sell my labor to survive. The commute is the physical negation of your ego. It is the daily reminder that your time does not belong to you. We destroy our lives in the process of trying to sustain them. We spend the currency of our time to buy money, only to find we have no time left to spend the money. This is the absurdity that Camus warned us about. So how do we survive the transit? If optimization is a lie and the structural reality of the commute is oppressive, what remains? We must look to the myth of Sisyphus. Albert Camus describes the Greek king condemned to roll a boulder up a hill for eternity, only to watch it roll back down. The commute is your stone. Monday through Friday, you push the boulder up the hill, going to work, and in the evening, you watch it roll back down, going home. It is futile. It is repetitive. But Camus focuses on a specific moment, the moment Sisyphus walks back down the plane to retrieve his rock. That hour of walking back down is the commute. Camus writes, that hour like a breathing space which returns as surely as his suffering, that is the hour of consciousness. The shift, therefore, is not to escape the commute through distraction, but to enter it fully through amor fati, the love of fate. Imagine a Zen monk carrying water from the river to the monastery. The path is long. The bucket is heavy. If the monk spends the walk wishing he were already at the monastery, he suffers. If he spends the walk analyzing how to carry the water faster, he suffers. The only way to endure the walk is to become the walk. Stop trying to use the time. Abandon the desire for the commute to be over. When you are on the train, do not be a person waiting to arrive. Be a consciousness witnessing the ride. Observe the sensory details of the suffering, the specific vibration of the engine, the exhausted posture of the person sitting across from you, the gray texture of the sky. This is not positive thinking. This is radical acceptance. By observing the non-place without judgment, you reclaim your subjecthood. You stop being the victim of the transit and become the witness of it. You are no longer stuck in traffic. You are traffic. You are a part of the great tragic machinery of civilization. The unhappiness of the commute is not a malfunction in your brain. It is a rational response to an irrational way of living. We were not designed to spend 15% of our waking lives in suspended animation, hurtling towards labor that alienates us. However, railing against the traffic will not clear the road, and distracting yourself with podcasts will not give you back your time. It will only numb you to its passing. The only dignity available to us is the dignity of clarity. To look at the gray morning, the crowded carriage, and the red brake lights, and to accept them as the texture of our reality. The commute is the gap between the masks we wear. It is the silence between the noise. It is up to you whether that silence is filled with the anxiety of waiting or the stillness of witnessing. Drive safely. Thank you for watching.